So hey guys, welcome back to the channel once again. So जैसे कि आपने थंबनेल पर देख लिया होगा कि in this video we are going to provide you the best strategy tips for your NEET chemistry for NEET 2022. इसमें हम बहुत सारी चीज़ें देखेंगे और I am sure that अगर आप इस वीडियो को एंड तक देखेंगे this video will be helpful to you and inshallah it will help you to score maximum in NEET chemistry 2022. Before starting this video, I request you all to watch this video till the end, and if you are new here, please subscribe this channel and like this video, and if this video is needed to someone else also, please share this video to him or her. So now, without wasting any further time, let's begin this video. First off, we will see what are we going to cover in this video is that firstly we will be seeing the chapter wise weightage in the NEET chemistry, and we will be seeing what are the repeatedly struck topics from each chapter in the NEET chemistry, and finally what the basic thing of this video, what are those 13 or 14 chapters which will help you to score 100 plus marks in the NEET 2022 chemistry. So firstly, we also know that in the NEET chemistry what we have three subsections. We have three subsections, as you know that we have three subsections which are physical chemistry, inorganic chemistry and organic chemistry, and you also know that from each section approximately equal number of questions are being asked every year from each subsection. Means 33% of the questions you will get from the physical chemistry, 33% questions you will get respectively from inorganic chemistry and organic chemistry. Sometimes there may be an imbalance of the questions, means there may be 14 questions from physical chemistry and there may be 15 questions from organic chemistry and 16 or 17 questions from organic chemistry, but to some extent and on an average it has been seen that there are equal number of questions asked from each subsection of the chemistry. So firstly, let's begin with the physical chemistry. What are those? Before proceeding, I had divided the chapters of each subsection into two categories. One are the hot chapters. 1 minute. One are the hot chapters, as you can see here, and other is the one-handed chapters. For hot chapters, I will say you that actually for both kind of the chapters, I recommend you NCERT, but in case of the hot chapters there may be some of the topics which you can't understand from the NCERT. So for that I can suggest you to go beyond the NCERT and to check out the reference book you are using until you get your concept cleared. After then stuck to the NCERT only. And in case of the one-handed chapters, I strongly recommend only and only NCERT and nothing more than that. And it has been seen that since NTA is designing your question papers, the 95% of the questions from each subject are directly from the NCERT, so there is no need to go for beyond NCERT. But whenever you find the concept you can't understand from the NCERT, you have to go for the reference book until you make that concept clear. So firstly, in the physical chemistry, what you have to see, what are the hot chapters. In the physical chemistry, there is a hot chapter: mole concept, equilibrium, structure of atom, thermodynamics, and one more, that is the electrochemistry. In case of the mole concept, you may get directly one question. Equilibrium has an average of from past 10 years 3 questions yearly. Structure of atom from past 10 years has an average of 2 questions. Thermodynamics from past years, it has an average of 1 or 2 questions yearly being asked, and electrochemistry has an average of 2 questions from past years being asked yearly. And in case of the one-handed chapters, you have chemical kinetics, you have solutions, you have states of matter, you have solid state, and you have redox reactions. From chemical kinetics you will get one question. Solution has an average of 1 or 2 questions. States of matter has an average of 1 question. Solid state has 1, and redox reactions has also the average of 1 question being asked yearly. Now moving to the inorganic chemistry, and for inorganic chemistry I strongly recommend you only to deal with NCERT, not to go outside NCERT, because inorganic chemistry is much vast given in your NCERT, so it is better to stuck to NCERT and to cover the concepts in the NCERT only. For hot chapters, if we see from hot chapters, you have chemical bonding. Firstly, P block means and keep this thing in mind, in P block both 11th and 12th I have considered together, and coordination chemistry and DNA block. For here I can I suggest you that before proceeding for coordination chemistry, please do cover first DNA block, because it forms the basics of the coordination chemistry. Whenever you complete your DNA block, your coordination may turn into easy topic. Now for yearly questions being asked, chemical bonding has an average of 3 or 4 questions. P block 11th 12th has an average of 3 to 5 questions, and coordination chemistry has 2 to 3, and DNA block has 2 questions on an average. One-handed chapters are S block, metallurgy, environmental chemistry, hydrogen. In case of inorganic chemistry, except metallurgy, I strongly recommend all of this one-handed chapters to be dealt from the NCERT. Specifically for metallurgy, it is given vast there, and theory it contains too much theory. For this I will suggest you that to go for Arvind Arora's one short video for the metallurgy, which is enough for your NEET. Okay, so you saw the yearly how many questions are asked from each chapters. Now we will be moving to the organic chemistry. In case of the organic chemistry, what you have to cover is the GOC from the hot chapters: hydrocarbon, aldehydes, ketones, carboxylic acids, alcohols, and amines, and amines. These are the hot chapters. So if we see what I recommend here is in case of hot chapters, please and please give much more time in your GOC and cover your basics in the GOC, and don't forget to see your NCERT as well. Although there is given less amount of information regarding your GOC in the your NCERT, but it is very much needed to be dealt in the NCERT as well, because some of the examples are directly taken from NCERT and asked you in exam. And I suggest you that if you cover, I can assure you that if you cover GOC very strongly, your organic chemistry is 60 to 75% complete. So from GOC, directly or indirectly, you will have 3 or 4 questions, and from hydrocarbons there is an average of 2 questions. From aldehydes, ketones, carboxylic acids, from alcohols, phenols and ethers, from amines there is 1 question from each chapter, and aldehydes, ketones and carboxylic acid separately has an average of 2 questions yearly. From one-handed chapters, you can see there are 1 to 2 questions being asked from biomolecules. Alkenes has an average of 1, chemistry and everyday life 1, polymers has an average of 1 or 2 questions. So this was the weightage, and this was the division of the chapters, what are hot chapters and what are one-handed chapters. For one-handed chapters, I strongly recommend you to deal only and only NCERT. Now the first part of this video is over, that is chapter wise weightage. What we will be looking in this video now is the repeatedly struck topics in the hot chapters, because for one-headed chapters you are being asked only to deal with NCERT and you have to study whole in the NCERT except metallurgy. For that I have recommended you Arvind Arora's one short video, and now we will be seeing the repeatedly struck topics from the hot chapters. In case of the physical chemistry, mole concept, there are, when there is a directly asked question, there is generally based on the formulas and the conversions you have to keep in the mind, and if you master that, then you will have the direct question in your hand. Now in case of the equilibrium, there are 4 important topics which are repeatedly struck, that is equilibrium constant, there is the pH, solubility product and buffers, and Henderson Hasselbalch equation. In case of structure of atom, you have to master your mole concept, sorry, you have to master your Bohr's model, in which n relations are generally being asked, and in case of the quantum mechanical model, you have to master your quantum numbers and 3 basic principles, that is Hund's rule, Pauli's exclusion principle, and Heisenberg's uncertainty law. In case of thermodynamics, there are general laws, enthalpy and Gibbs free energy. The questions are being mostly asked from these topics, and yes, conventions are not to be forgotten here. In case of electrochemistry, there is electrochemical potential, or we can say redox potential, is the majorly struck topic, and in addition to that, Nernst equation is also the major topic struck in this chapter, and it is relation with that of the equilibrium constant and Gibbs free energy. In case of the hot chapters of inorganic chemistry, I strongly recommend you to deal with NCERT. In case of the chemical bonding, bond order, paramagnetic, diamagnetic, hybridization, bond length, etc., these concepts are repeatedly being asked. In case of P block, last 3 families, nitrogen family, oxygen family, and halogen family are important families. In these, important compounds are asked, like nitric acid, ammonia, sulfuric acid, etc. So, and I suggest you only to deal it in the NCERT. In case of coordination chemistry, I can suggest you that it is the easiest chapter from the hot chapters, but firstly deal with DNA block, remember the metals and also the trends after then, and DNA block repeatedly asked topic is KMNO4 and K2CR2O7. And in case of the coordination chemistry, what you have the repeatedly asked topic is the ligand and also the isomerism and also the nomenclature. And after then you have the crystal field theory, in which majorly high spin low spin coordination compounds are being asked. For that you have to keep in the mind that is the spectrochemical series. In case of the organic chemistry, here are the no topics. I can say that if you cover your GOC and make it very strong, then your organic chemistry is done. In case of hydrocarbons, keep focus on the theory as well as the name reactions given there. In case of aldehydes, ketones, carboxylic acids, alcohols, carboxylic acids, amines, all what you have to keep in the mind, that is the reaction mechanisms, the intermediates formed in the name reactions majorly, like Riemann-Tiemann reaction. If you see, Volhard-Zelinsky reaction, I do not remember at this time all the name reactions. So this is it. What are the important topics struck from each chapter from the hot chapters repeatedly in the chemistry NEET. Now the last, what are those 13 important chapters which are helping you to score maximum 100 plus and are easy to cover? Firstly, in the physical chemistry, what are those chapters? Includes states of matter, solid state, and redox reaction. And in case of these hot chapters, you have to cover the structure of atom. It is easy to cover, and as well as electrochemistry is easy to cover. Now in case of hot chapters or the inorganic chemistry, you have one chapter which is easy to cover, is the coordination chemistry, and one-handed chapters are all easy to cover and to make you to score 100 plus, which are easy. Now in case of hot chapters of the organic chemistry, there is GOC, which is not the hot, it's not easy, but I have kept it hot in order to make it strong. And in one-handed chapters, all the chapters are to be dealt to make your concept strong and to make your 100 plus score easily. So this was all how I helped you to strategize your chemistry and how to score 100 plus easily. So after then, 100 plus easily scoring chapters are majorly I have taken are the one-handed chapters, which are directly to be dealt in the NCERT and are easy to cover, and a few of the hot chapters are included in this. And if you strong your 50% of the hot chapters as well, then your score will easily be over 150. So guys, this was all in this video. If this video you found helpful, then give a like to this video, and if you are new here, then don't forget to subscribe. Thank you.